uh, talk about the Call of Duty Warzone online. I have played. Uh, I have played 7 hours in the game of Call of Duty Warzone, and the there's uh there's some problems in the game, like you can remove music and settings. It's a good game. Just the settings of audio or music, so you don't get copyright for those that is like streaming. And like I said, I played 7 hours, and yeah. But then while playing, I get kicked out from the game from Call of Duty. Uh, I get kicked out. I try my best to play. And I try my best to play in Call of Duty. It was harder. Um, there's some issues with the matchmaking. And doesn't have randomly matching online. And like I went to Xbox for a reason to block players to play online now. Cause and the it's harder and it's a good game with the online matches where you don't see a lot of players around. There's a difference between Fortnite and Call of Duty. Multiplayer is very good. You see players randomly, and then even they're behind you or beside you. Is in Fortnite. Doesn't have that. You took like a sniper on a player, but then there's another one next to you, whatever. Oh, but too much hiding in the game, too much hiding the players are doing, and that's pretty. Like it's pretty like working as a team, but they hide a lot, or sometimes like it's the same as the dark zone of division where you think you're winning, and like but they always keep coming back. And after that, other suddenly your team lose, and you have to start running from the other players that keep coming, and then you lose all your manhunt, your DZ points, and all that stuff. And just like in Call of Duty Battle Royale, like I say, I play in where Battle Royale quads, and like I say, there's just an issue with the settings where it's missing. I know it's the first time ever I see that is removed from an update. Can't believe it's like that. Or if not, or if there is. And sometimes when you play long, it kicks you off from streaming. It kicks you off from streaming, and then you have to come back in. That's good, you know. There's a difference between PlayStation and Xbox because like when I was streaming in PlayStation, um, from like and then it kicks me out when I don't know how long the limit is, 10 hours, 11 hours of streaming, and then it kicks you out, and then you go back in, you have to redo your stream. Yeah, but an Xbox isn't, they kick me out, but I keep coming back, my stream's still going, and that's good. There's a difference between Xbox and PlayStation. I went to Xbox for that, and even the protection, and there's some issues like I don't completely understand. Like I know in Call of Duty Warzone, you block a player and they don't play with you anymore. And uh, I know for Xbox, if you block a player, does it block them completely? Do not play with you? Or, or doesn't follow you around when you play a game? Like, if it doesn't play with you, um, yeah, doesn't like play with you, you block them. Like I say, the matchmaking is good, but I don't think no like others talk about the if they want to stream, like similar to like Fortnite, they just have to remove music because it's been bothering and have to go to settings to lower the um audio volume to zero and then have to go back again and it's not good. I don't know why did they do that with an update. That's why I went to Call of Duty Mobile because I wanted to play random that does care about random matchmaking. What it was matchmaking. Um, no. Enjoyed playing. And block players so that they don't follow you in every game. That maybe they don't experience that. Maybe some do, where they follow you around in different games just to show up and and feel like the consoles to like care a bit more about the blocking, so that because they kind of do give free accounts. I'm not sure about that, but they just block players so that they don't follow the player in every game completely. They're from a different server, but they will never will match up each other. If the player blocked and should be allowed to play in the game, wants to play the game so that they to play online. That is a good game. It's a difference when Fortnite and Call of Duty had its own collaboration, first time ever from the boys. And it's like similar to Mortal Kombat, similar to Mortal Kombat 1. Like that's the reason why like it's the first time ever to put a collaboration since the like they I don't know like it said that you cannot replace me. Yes, I could replace you. And the cooperation, matchmaking. Like this is why they made Call of Duty made mobile since Uncharted 3. Uncharted 3 has multiplayer, was a good game, you know. Uncharted 3 multiplayer was a very good game than Uncharted 4 multiplayer because Uncharted 3 was like more like Call of Duty Mobile, more fun, more better with multiplayer, more cooperation. Like no, like Ghost in the Shell the first time only, and then but they put now they decided to put the cooperation on console, and I see that. And but like Call of Duty Mobile was like it's more like that want to see or it has more has graphics like similar to like CGI, you know, similar to CGI, similar to the Ghost in the Shell, like that collaboration and the matchmaking, blocking. Like One Piece has that too. They block the player and they don't come back. It's the first time ever an anime thing that became like a multiplayer capture the flag thing from One Piece Bounty Rush, and they block players and it's good. It's only focusing on that. Seven Deadly Sins also, but in Seven Deadly Sins, Grand Cross, there's a clan. It should be more of that, you know, captain and stuff. Competing like a clan thing to win first place. Only if you're in a group, like captain, lieutenant, like Bleach making a new mobile game on Bleach. And Bleach should have like captain, a lieutenant, and squad on a team. And then if they put an option, there should be an option where you could compete against the captain and take over the squad. That'd be something. If they added that for Bleach, because from the anime it's like captain and Bleach, lieutenant and squad, it should be like that, you know. The Seven Deadly Sins has been doing its thing. Grand Cross doing like captain, lieutenant, Fairy Tail making a mobile. They did make a game like on PS4 with uh like a team members and guild to be first place like that. A guild thing to be so that they could play and whatever features will be in. I think Bleach and Fairy Tail is something, and even Seven Deadly Sins, Grand Cross, where you could become captain, lieutenant, or compete against each other to become captain, or something like that to a high level if you accept it. But in the Bleach, I think it will make sense because Kenpachi took over as captain, and the Call of Duty has its first collaboration. That's his first collaboration. It had its like first time ever. Mortal Kombat also, like that's the reason why like kind of like Warner Brothers taking over with the Suicide Squad. We'll have live service type of thing. Temporary. I think they did kind of listen with mobile before when they have like a team thing on the Justice League. It was good before it was removed. And you see on the team, that's why they put Gotham Knight, but not like how it was in Arkham Knight. The difference between Arkham Knight and Gotham Knight. Like Arkham Knight was like more enhanced, as like open war, first time ever. It was like everything co-op, all of it puzzles, difficult puzzles. It was a one-time only, I believe, and that game was still good. With Gotham Knights, it's both good series. Open war, they finally put co-op. Then having no restrictions, you know. No, but I wanted Arkham Knight to have co-op so that and a patch so that I to play with a friend online and play like Batman or whatever characters to be, like Red Hood, Harley Quinn, or Nightwing, and and Arkham Knight to play with that enhanced graphics because like that's why the consoles is like have been like improving. I'm not no expert on that. I just want to say that so that to see the play. And I think that's why they noticed, but not like they didn't. They put Gotham Knight co-op, and it's very good. It's the first time they restriction, you know. It's the first time they kind of listen, and that to restrict the map so that players be able to go to another area to do like to camp or to get grinding materials like and stuff, and that's good, you know. Since the division started with the Division One, Tom Clancy's Division, and they finally put a mobile for good. Finally, a mobile free multiplayer that was gone a while with the battle royale with the um survival, and then they put that. I don't know if they will want to put block players so that they don't play in the same server with you if you play multiplayer. Just to grind and that doesn't to grind and online and that's it. Like Warzone been doing that, but um and then they put mobile. It's different, you know. I see why I play winning a lot over there and in Call of Duty Warzone, and it's a difference between both. Mobile, I see why. Like Fortnite to win like 2 straight or 3. I played 5 straight in Fortnite online matches, 5 straight. This is a lot tougher. This because they're like hiding a lot. I do get some KOs and dodging. Sometimes like I don't want to experience like how it was where they like hack lobbies or get your what I don't want to experience that. This is a lobby to play, not a hack lobby where they could like pretend they um you're doing okay and then they come back and then there'll be a standoff and then you lose. No, don't want to experience that. Just like how the Last of Us multiplayer was, the beginning where I was like 400. Yeah, I think I was 431 or the level, and to use like shotguns and Last of Us multiplayer. You were the Fireflies and you were the other ones, and then using the shotguns. The reason why they put that so that you could defend if there's a player is or a team. It will. It did appear, you know, it exists. It will be a certain time where a team will try to pretend, and then they tie. You know, like how Uncharted was. You know, they always tied and go overtime. You don't want to see that. It's okay. Uncharted 3 was great. You go overtime, and but not like have bonus round or a limit where it shows a bonus round you need to use to take down and get like the points, 2 points to survive. This would be a normal 50-50 win, but if it goes to overtime, it should do that, you know, like how Uncharted 3 has. It's a 50, but it would be more like Uncharted 2. No, yeah, more like Uncharted 2, but with the Uncharted 3 combos, where the melees, where it was on Uncharted 3 than Uncharted 4 was. There's only kicks. And the yeah, the Uncharted 3. The Last of Us multiplayer is great. It's just that I use the shotgun a lot. Because there was like I was playing a lot on The Last of Us more, like the same as the Uncharted 3 before they removed it, and then Uncharted 3 did have a chance to come back with a multiplayer. I wanted that, but it's only a remaster, you know? I really don't want them to go the same as others, and this release Uncharted 3 multiplayer will be a thing to play both platforms, but it didn't came, and the Last of Us multiplayer, it had this why like never experienced trolling in that on The Last of Us, they always match. Like I could tell, they always match the same, and they go overtime or 1-1, and they like to just get you to lose on purpose, or your teammate. So sometimes your team will leave you, but you will not know that there will be a player that exists for trying to tell your location is that, so the other team could win because they might be buddies or they team up or just to troll, you know. And that's why in The Last of Us you had the shotgun to win, but it will not work because your teammate is the one that is like that betrayed the team. That's why they left, you know. That's why they will not want like their buddies to be in the same lobby on online competing, no, compatible or compete. Yeah, compete in matches or ranks, so that they don't interrupt when it's online matches, and even for where it's not rank, like the same as like Fortnite, it's okay with their buddies, but if it's a lobby, and if there is a hacker to hack lobbies, so their buddies could come in, so you lose and continue losing. It shouldn't be like that, you know. This should be always be randomly, so that players doesn't have their buddies come in, so you lose. Just like in The Last of Us, where they wait until their buddy connect to them, because they can't invite them in, because you have to do that when private. On online, you need wait until it exists. I've seen it from The Last of Us multiplayer, where they have to go in and wait until their buddies come in, so that they can play against you and lose in every matches. And it shouldn't be like that. Be more lazy on matches. But I see why they can doing that. That's why I went to mobile. I just came to see this Call of Duty Warzone. Like I say, I did play Call of Duty Mobile and the other ones. That's the reason why the anime took over with the Call of Duty. I don't know if Tencent really is real, or if it's really real. I don't know if it's really real or it is. But I mean, they made Call of Duty Mobile and graphics enhanced with mobile, so I could play online matches and block, and even the like life after open and part and like RPG grinding such, and they still could come in and you on the clan. That's good. It's good, and there's Fading City. Fading City also come out. Still waiting for that mobile for Fading City. This on Dawn. Open RPG. That's why like I was trying to be like similar to like wanted to support the like Final Fantasy First Soldier when it came out, and even didn't enough players, but wish that they would have continued. Call of Duty Mobile is the only one that still continue, and the Marvel Future Revolution. Marvel Future Revolution mobile was great. I don't know why it got canceled. What have like the Spider-Verse characters and stuff, and continue with the multiverse story with the Marvel Future Revolution mobile was removed. Both games that I was supporting was removed from Final Fantasy for Soldier. Than just talking always and never playing. I did got the chance to play it. Marvel Future Revolution and Marvel First Soldier. Like how similar to where they did 2099 story and that didn't continue since the PS3. Well, they did make 2099. There is a Spider-Verse game, but it's not like it's made by the PS4 Spider-Man that's making, and Spider-Man 2 that they did make the Avengers. The Suicide Squad will be coming from DC Universe. It will be like a live service that Resident Evil once had with its service, and stuff. Like the multiplayer, that's why I play with want to play and the Dark Zone. Who still wants to play the Dark Zone and even playing, but not have players keep falling around when playing a different game. We like to block for once. This is why the streaming didn't stop. They could do that. They could kick you out from streaming when you're playing longer and that you want to play, and kick you out. Good thing they still continue and come back in. This is why there's a difference between PlayStation and Xbox. Like The Last of Us Part 2 will have an open map where you play and explore or stuff. How you know about that? The Last of Us Part 2 will be Part 1. I probably will come back for that. The multiplayer, like I say, I did play the first one, level 431. I used the shotgun to play against players, and then players starting to be teaming up for no reason, and then they team up and use their team of their buddies that is on your team to show your location and your gameplay as a team to lose, and that's why you use a shotgun for a reason. So like you take them win against them, and they say it's bad to be removed. No, there's a reason why it's added for a reason, just in case if they do that. And the multiplayer, it's like a Fortnite, is that it took like 10 hours to win. And then the next day or so, if you won 2 straight or something like that, this is harder to keep going and going. And they say that's reason I play now online and not using, which is that it's different with the warzone, but I probably will go back to mobile. It's different. Like was supporting it with the Final Fantasy for Soldier, but they didn't have any collaboration. They did have some good gears and good materials, but it's removed. The division comes in, and I see why it comes in. The first wave, about the first wave, but they didn't brought back the. I know why Marvel Future Revolution was canceled. It should have continued. It's for players to play. I was playing it uh, when the day was canceled, just like Uncharted 3 was long until it got canceled. It was there for a long time in PS3. Would have continued with the PS4 for becoming like a free play download for free, so you could play Uncharted 3 multiplayer. But no, and the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is being made, and it, like I came second place, and Battle Royale quads, and it's a lot tougher. But then it's always interfering matchmaking when you play online. I really wish they don't really interrupt when playing online. If you win, you win, and other matches you lose. But after that, a while, you could win or something to win on a battle royale. But it's like same as like Pro Evolution. Pro Evolution is still great. It's just didn't enhance like the graphics. They're better, you know. The reason why it's better because I was and then switched from FIFA to Pro Evolution, so that they're both good. Just that the was focusing on the main players, you know. The penalties and all that stuff is good. And the matchmaking, it's always interrupted or something. I don't know why I keep every else that I went to play different uh titles to play online, and it's always stop and the throwing or attack. I'm not sure it's interrupting the matchmaking by being controlled by or hack or whatever to keep losing in soccer. Usually, Res- um, Resi- Resident Evil Revelation 2. Resident Evil Revelation 2, the episodes, and then it's different. It's like the Resident Evil that I thought from the same as PlayStation 1 would have like safe rooms to enter. That's why the PS4 was made for the Resident Evil 2 remake, so they can enter safe rooms and stuff, something like that, and go to areas from zombies. But no, and the warzone different. I had, like I say, level 30, 7 hours just to play this and stuff. Difficult. It's very difficult with this Warzone. Then the Division. Cause in here, I play. I will continue playing the others matchmaking. Just that it will not wanted to follow me on different titles so that the matchmaking doesn't be interfere or interrupted so that I play online against other players and win. Because I usually win against them. There's some top players like rank 1 that I had played against and rank 3. But I usually do well against them if I win. Don't want to play the same player because they're going to know my style, which I don't like. But I lost a lot in e-football. And that's not good. Like losing a lot against rank 3 or 1. When there's not enough players and you're fighting against a top ranked player, it's okay, but losing a lot every straight is not good. Just like in Fortnite, it was like 10 hours that it was harder to win. First time ever since. It's good. I know when it says it's ranked matches and even offline too or such. More future version supported to play so that to play mobile, so that to make content or something. And it's just a Call of Duty Mobile, you know? It's because Uncharted 3 did have multiplayer. Uncharted 3 multiplayer, but it was remastered, you know? I have nothing to say with the game or trying to bring it back. Uncharted 3 multiplayer. It was a good game. Even Uncharted 2, both was good. It's just that Uncharted 2 was hackers, but they throw the grenade up in the sky, and they kind of cheat in some tournaments in Uncharted 2, so that they throw grenades, and then after that they landing on you with the grenade, like tracking you, and you throw the grenade up, and glitches in the wall. And then losing the matches, and that's why Call of Duty Mobile made. Well, it's still a good game. It has features. It has like different stuff. I really hope they don't interfere with the settings so that could play and not put music on it. They have copyright, or in here they changed it so that to not have settings in audio. That's kind of lazy, you know. So it's like Resident Evil, same as Resident Evil Revelation 2, where Resident Evil Revelation 2 is the first streaming series, first ever on a game, 4 episodes, and it was good, but they will not continue in that direction. But Resident Evil 2 wanted to play, just focusing on the main players, so that play like in the safe rooms, enter safe rooms, Nemesis enter safe rooms, other rooms, zombies too, respawning and stuff, Resident Evil 1, multiplayer Resident Evil 0 co-op and stuff, but no, safe rooms, entering stuff, harder level, 1 zombie bite, or you become a zombie, or have some, your status is, and stuff, but no, and that's why Gotham Knight was made, so that you could play with a friend online. First time ever listening in the car Resident Evil is. Usually I'm on Resident Evil because they kind of listen, but not like 100% same as, they're not the same as Warner Brothers. Gotham Knight, they listen, they enhance the website. One day Arkham Knight will have co-op, so you could play on it because it's still the best game because the graphics and how it look very good. Just to be Batman and Nightwing or whatever characters be, and even the Gotham Knight. That's why they play co-op and play play with maps with your team. That's why they listen and they pull co-op. You know, I know about Resident Evil, about them. They say they became Marvel now some type of way on their own because how Resident Evil Death Island is. Look, some glitches with this game with Xbox. I don't know what's going on. Hacker hack me or something. But I did play it and play 7 hours. No cheating. It's on the Xbox. Only just that maybe it wasn't loading the pixel. It's a hacker is doing this. Like I said in the beginning that I show, in the beginning that I play, there's no hacking, there's no anything like that. I'm in Xbox playing, and 7 hours playing it, and the hacker left. Oh no, it got kicked out, but was messing when playing. I don't know what's going on when playing these online matches. That's why I decided to leave Warzone because I don't want to get banned. That's why I left because perhaps what they do with the practicing of hacking or stuff against you so it can remove you. I think that's what it is and don't want to get into that. That's why I left now. And not playing it. I know. Look, CC. I know it's loading the game. I don't know why it's not loading the map or whatever. There was some issues because hackers could do this. They could do this to you if they know you. Hackers could do this just like they did with the Uncharted 3 with the glitches. Uncharted 2 they could cheat, shoot through the wall, go through the walls. There were grenades up top in the window, in the air, and get you when you play Uncharted 3 and stuff. And that's why The Last of Us was made. And then no one explained this. The Last of Us Part 2 was single player only. So I went there. I went to single player. Well, I kind of asked when I left. I came back to because just I still play Last of Us Part 2 because I want the single player. Listen to single player is not important. I just want to play single player, whatever longer map. But The Last of Us Part 2 want to see the story. That's like the Division want to see the story. But it's not single player. If it was single, it would have been different. But both of them is good. And I play it just like Resident Evil. Just that Resident Evil is not listening with the like safe rooms, focusing on the players. I think it's focusing on the new players only. That's what it is. Like both, they do this in both. It's just that they don't want to put difficulty, and that's why the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross was made. Different games than just Resident Evil was made. It's like that. Fading City, Life After game made by a different one to see from Tencent or another unknown studio to make. That's why Life After was made. And then Dead by Daylight play on mobile. There's no other DLC. There's no other stuff in it to be updated. More improved with the skins and the Dead by Daylight. And it's not like I'm not trying to be just a normal player explaining. There's no still waiting for Ghost in the Shell season 2 for that because they have their season 2 than just Resident Evil with just Infinite Darkness one time. And maybe you have to. There is like they already made a survey so you can contact Resident Evil what remake and stuff. Um, like that's the reason why to see Infinite Darkness and the CGI main characters to come back. Wish that this generation, I look forward is Resident Zero, Code Veronica, Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil Vendetta in the console that I've been waiting. It exists, the interview, it exists. They talk about the Resident Evil Vendetta will come out. Medical Star 3 Remake came out. Resident Evil Vendetta could come out. I am waiting for that, for Resident Evil. I'm still waiting for that. I don't care much about Revelation 3. I just care more about Resident Evil Vendetta. Revelation 3 also because of the main character's story, it will be becoming the main character again. And like Ghost in the Shell to make a game one time only. Third person, camera angle, click and point and click, speed running, type of thing that I mentioned in my video and previous video. Like how Resident Vendetta could be with everything else. Like Ghost in the Shell is not competing against Resident Evil, but they both are similar. You know, similar story talk about something else, and just like Resident Evil 3 remake was that became real. Resident Evil 3 remake, and so both I care. Ghost in the Shell came back, and but they're not making another season. Just season 2. It's good for Ghost in the Shell because it continued the story of it, and I stay with them. Maybe they saw my gameplay with the Call of Duty Ghost in the Shell. Maybe they saw my gameplay with Ghost in the Shell mobile or in the PS2 or PSP Ghost in the Shell. That's the reason why they came back, maybe. Or because I care, you know, I'll be the first one since long time that an anime wasn't there or something. Or do something with the story if they don't do anything or have any story to come up with the Ghost in the Shell or anything. So I decided to say that be the to talk about, and I always talk about Ghost in the Shell all the anime. The Ghost in the Shell, all the anime, and make up and do something like how JoJo's Bizarre Adventures of Olsen side or something like that. With look the Xbox is a good. These are, hackers does that. I always come back and play again. I left. Like I say, I'm not a hacker. Players, I don't know what's going on when they're trying to set me up or something. But I left. I left Call of Duty Warzone for this reason. I don't know what's going on. This, hackers could do this. They could do this to you to get you banned and temporary. Look, no, like I said, throughout my 7 hours, in the beginning I played, there wasn't no hacking. Until later on, the longer I play, they start doing like real weird stuff in the matchmaking in the game. They could do this. They could do this if you play so long hours. Sometimes the hackers will call you and do this. That's why I'm saying this because I kind of know about those hackers. That's why they shouldn't follow you. hackers do this when you play. Or maybe the map doesn't load with the map when it's loading. The Fortnite does kind of listen and they remove the audio or music so you can play. And it's kind of weird. Like that's why like Resident Evil. I'm still Metal Gear Solid 3 remake come out. But like I say, I'm looking forward for Revelation 2, Revelation 3, Resident Evil Vendetta. Both games I'm looking forward to play when whenever comes out. It probably would take long, you know. Just like the exclusive that they say with anime, you know. It's kind of the first time ever that like what could I do with the story in the anime. This is the first time. That's why they put like a rule now that they did. Like JoJo Bizarre Adventures bring back. They're the first ever bring back. They almost brought back Dio. It's like where Albert Wesker they mentioned. You know, I think the anime is like what is Resident Evil. Because they kind of are Resident Evil. Like they kind of are Resident Evil some type of way. Because how Coach in the show writer took over Vendetta and Death Island, and they listen, but they've been doing the anime or movie for a long time. They kind of they are like I say they already been doing this before. Uh, before anyone say they already did this generation. Like I say, I started YouTube longer. That's why I kind of know about Resident Evil in the movies before the main producer left of Resident Evil with the CGI. Uh, and the I'm still waiting for Revelation 3 and Vendetta. I knew someday it would come. It did took long. It took very long for it to come. But they're still kind of planning for Resident Evil 5 remake and Code Veronica or whatever next that the players is asking. I really hope Revelation 3 comes. Resident Evil 0. No. Yeah, Resident Evil Revelation 3, Vendetta, this generation, Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1. Another spin-off, whoever characters will be. See Leon more on like guiding or stuff, and and the uh the anime. Well, they brought back the anime. They brought the story. the Ghost in the Shell and the story and anime. Maybe I was like kind of the first before I left. Then I came back because the CGI, the movies, anime was doing, and Shaman King that wasn't. I think I was kind of the first before I left and came back now, just because the Shaman King I left and then nothing to watch and then always saying something and they finally put it in Netflix with Charming King and other stuff and other titles, spin-off games, like how Resident Evil isn't but making it. It's just a spin-off of other that are doing, just like in the movies is doing. They decided to come back to do this on their own, make their own action and stuff and on so you can watch and that's why like even like Ghost in the Shell, Saint Seiya came back to those and then this kind of was the first then how the others is doing. I kind of was like the first to care about the streaming service thing and Shaman King first time ever came and then it finally become a game just like another one that they're doing. Because I'm like following doing my own thing before I left, you know? Like I knew about Resident Evil, Death Island, and Vendetta and this generation because I was like the uh, player I knew when I started the YouTube thing and then came back. But like I said, the main producer left. That's why I kind of know a lot about Resident Evil because the main producer left of the generation, Damnation, Vandella that created it of those series, and then they care. And I did kind of a review of the Death Island with my bought the DVD and stuff. And like Hiro Kobayashi left for a reason. That's why I know, I know because the creators, even there's still another one that the CGI is not ruined still, since because it was producer of Revelation 2 and Resident Evil 3 remake. That's why, Resident Evil 3 remake became real for a reason, that one only. So it had the spotlight, and the anime is starting to take over because Resident Evil is doing. And the coach in the show return, Yuki Kenshin. They did their own live action. One time only. Doesn't need to listen to a fan or a player, but they should because I kind of know a lot about Resident Evil because where where it started the generation and you were able to send a message before to about Resident Evil. So it's kind of like a first history ever for me. That's kind of like a world record for me, some type of way on my own. It's like Resident Evil 4 remake, The Mercenaries. But I put that in the video. That was the first. It doesn't matter for me. It does matter for me. Uh, I got the world record about Resident Evil 4 remake, The Mercenaries. Only that one. And even the speedrun of Rocket, Infinite Rocket, first one, two, Rocket, Resident Evil, Infinite Rocket. First one, both games over like whatever, how many hours that I played with Resident Evil 4 Remake. That's why I know a lot, And they brought back everything now for all together, Like they didn't listen, I tried, I'm not saying like trying to and I wasn't trying to say like in the video, like a beta tester or something to try everything so that they kind of listen to put that Resident 4 remake in. Maybe like the original Code Veronica, all the titles, the narrator, you got Fire as a Resident Evil. You know all that? But I prefer the original, Resident Evil. Oh, Resident Evil 6, that, and then they brought it back, and they brought even the different voices. It's good, it's okay, but I prefer the Resident Evil 4 remake. It looks very good. That's why, like, try everything. It's kind of like a speedrun world record, some type of way. I still hold it. I kind of have the world record for me with Resident Evil. For me, I think I still have it because I kind of was the first player to like send a message to Resident Evil so that Resident Evil listen just for the features. I never was part of like the Resident Evil, never was um uh the team, nothing, just a player doing my own beta, my own featuring something or my own thing that I've been doing to have because Resident Evil was like missing like content since Resident 2 remake and stuff, and this Umbrella Core with the what happened in survival horror multiplayer outbreak similar thing with the characters, surviving, helping them over the shoulder, survive room. They enter rooms. Resident Outbreak still holds its thing, even Resident Resistance. Not like how Resident Resistance when the player's down, you help them to get them up. Not like that. It has to carry them over the shoulders to take them to the safe room, but the zombies go enter. You just have to protect the player or have a teammate stay there so you find first aid spray to heal them. Yeah. And I kind of like still hold that world record for me because I was the first that sent a message to Resident Evil for Resident 4 remake and stuff, and even the single player for Resident 3 remake. They like I say, it was just a video of talking only all this. I'm doing my own beta thing because I wasn't a beta tester, but I was doing my own thing that time. And like, that's why Resident Evil Infinite Darkness came. It was exclusive because like PlayStation didn't like listen or didn't like be part of it since Resident Evil Code Veronica and stuff, and they're focusing on The Last of Us. But what happened? Another one took the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness with the exclusive thing they were saying. Right, that's why it's episode 4. It's just like Revelation 2. That's why I'm still waiting. There's hope. Only for Revelation 3, Vandella. Resident Evil 5. Like I don't know about Resident Evil 5. Or if it goes back to its roots with survival horror, that'd be great. If it's not, no. I don't. I do care, but it's my lowest choices. I focus more on Resident Evil 1 and this generation of Vandella. Yeah, Resident Evil Vandella and stuff. And I still hold the kind of a record on this mercenary I uploaded. It's not important, but for me, before players starting to interrupt, but I uploaded in my own, the mercenaries. And I was Yeah, like I say, I still hold the world record for me still for Resident Evil, or because I was like the first that kind of sent a message to Resident Evil, but it wasn't a thing. If you just sent a message, it was there. It was there, and I sent a message, and that's why Resident Evil Remake came. It didn't got cut content. They they did it on their own. It's just I just sent a message into the video because I don't think they kind of listen, but they're not. But somehow I managed to send a message only, and that's why they're bringing back the survey they did. So I went to the survey only just to my few things that I say, but like this generation I want to see. They just the remake. You don't want to say just they say just the remake. Resident Zero, Resident One. You know, I put in Resident this generation, Vandella, Death Island only. You know, I did those, and even the door want to see, and I put some like kind of better thing for me. I bring out the zombies. Want to see they focus on the players so they get zombie entering doors and stuff. And to see that, Resident Evil Mandela Revelation 3 is like the most anticipating game will be just like Silent Hill and Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. And but obviously more if they focus on the players so that there's not like grenade throwing defense island so that escape from the zombies and stuff because stars in the beginning Resident Zero 1 doesn't know how to dodge zombies and Resident 2 they just put that for speedrunning. It's okay if they focus on speedrunning and you can't say nothing about that. Change that. Just point and click will be the first to say point and click for speedrunning for Resident Vandella. So I will speedrun it with point and click, you know, and then put defense. The character would do their own defending, and if you have it, they could do their own action, you know, during like how the movie is. But you'll be the one point and click, but they're still controlling themselves. You just put point and click, you know. Like I say, that's why like no, like I know a lot. I know a lot about Resident Evil, and that's why you brought the review on the DVD. Even the movie I went, the ticket, and that it didn't came to US. Yeah, I don't know much about business and stuff, but that Resident Evil I kind of know, and that's why I'm kind of the first have the world record for me still. It's not removed, you know. It doesn't matter that any new speedrunner have the world record. I have the world record for Resident Evil 4 Infinite speedrun. Mercenary, that's a world record for me. Mercenary for Resident Evil 4 being first place, and even the